Hello. So today, hello, I'm your friend Shashank, and today we are going to talk about CAT Quant 2025, and we have started this series, and we are going to start with arithmetic, and today's topic is going to be average. So let's start. Now let's see what is the concept that we are going to do in average. What is average? So the basic formula for average is average is defined as, let me change the color. So basically average is defined as sum of all the terms divided by number of terms. Okay, so basically number of terms, we can call it n, so s upon n. So we can also say that sum is equal to average into number of terms. So basically we have two formula. One is going to be average is equal to sum upon number of terms, sum is equal to average into number of terms. Now let's say if we are talking about an AP, arithmetic progression. Now what is AP? So AP is a series where the difference between any two consecutive terms is same. So for example, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now question is talking about what is the average of an AP. So average of an AP is defined as first term plus last term divided by 2. That is always going to be true. So average of an AP is defined as first term plus last term divided by 2, and it is always true irrespective of number of terms, irrespective of common difference. Average of an AP is defined as first plus last divided by 2, and apart from that there is going to be no formula for average of AP. The sum divided by number of terms is always there, but this statement is true only for arithmetic progression. Apart from this, it is never true. Okay, now let's go back to let's start with the few previous year questions and see what is the approach that we are going to take to solve the questions. Okay, let's try understand what kind of questions we have seen in CAT, and what is the approach to solve those questions. Okay, I'm going to take the simplest approach by which you are going to solve the questions in the exam. So the first question, what does it say? It says that average height of 22 toddlers increases by 2 inches. Okay, so there are 22 toddlers. Let's say their average height is A. Okay, when two of them leave this group, so let's say out of 22, now two leave the group, remaining people are 20, and their average increases by 2. So average of these 20 people or 20 toddlers is A plus 2. Okay, the average height of these two toddlers is one third the average height of the original 22. So average height of the original 22 is A. So average height of these two toddlers is going to be A upon 3. Okay, now question is talking about what is the average height in inches of the remaining 20 toddlers. So basically question is talking about what is the value of A plus 2, and let's try to find out. Okay, so what is the total height of 22 toddlers? That is average into number of terms. So that is 22A. What is the total height of 20 toddlers? That's going to be 20 times A plus 2. What is the total height of these two toddlers? That is going to be 2 times A upon 3. Okay. Now, total height of 22 toddlers is equal to total height of 20 toddlers plus 2 toddlers. Now, what I'm going to do, it is 22A, that is equal to 20A plus 40 plus 2A upon 3. Okay, so this is 20A, so this is 22A, so the left out is 2A. So I can say 2A minus 2A upon 3, and this comes out to be 40. So from here I can say 4A upon 3, and that's equal to 40. Now this cancels out, so this is going to be 10. So A comes out to be 13. So average height is going to be uh, uh, 30 of 22 toddlers. So average height of these 20 toddlers is going to be 32, and the answer of this question is going to be option C, that is 32. And this is the approach that we are going to take in the exam. So basically, this is how we can solve this question. Now let's move to the next question. What does it say? So, okay, a CAT aspirant appears for a certain number of tests. Okay, so how many test question is talking about, I don't know. Okay, his average score increases by 1 if the first 10 tests are not considered, and decreases by 1 if last 10 tests are not considered. If his average score of the first 10 tests and last 10 tests are 20 and 30 respectively, the total number of tests taken by him. Okay. So let's start. So what I am going to do, I am going to divide total number of tests. So we have first 10 tests, we have n tests in between, and we have 10 tests in the end. Okay. Now, what does it say? Okay. And average of first 10 tests is 20. So sum is 200. Average of last 10 tests is 30. So sum is 300. And overall average that is given to us as A. And average of these tests, that is for last 10 are not considered, is A minus 1. If first 10 are not considered, the average is given by A plus 1. So this is what question is talking about. Okay. So this is what the question is talking about, and I am assuming that total score of these n tests is going to be T. Okay. So what I'm going to do now. So if I'm not talking about these tests, so I'm talking about first from here to here. So what is his total score? That is T plus 200. That is the total score. Divide by what is the number of tests? That is n plus 10. And that is equal to average. And what is average? That is A minus 1. Okay. If I'm not considering the first 10, what is the total score? That is T plus 300. What is the number of tests? N plus 10. What is the average? That is A plus 1. Okay. Now let's say this is equation 1. Let's say this is equation 2. Now what I'm going to do? I am going to do equation 2 minus equation 1. So what we are going to get? So the denominator is same in both. So n plus 10. And we are going to get T plus 300 minus T plus 200, and that is equal to A plus 1 minus A minus 1. This cancels out. TT cancels out. So I am going to get 100 upon n plus 10, and that's equal to 2. Okay. So this comes out to be 50. So from here we can directly say that n plus 10 comes out to be 50. Okay. So n comes out to be 40. So these are 40 tests. This is 10 tests. 10 tests. So total number of tests taken by the student is going to be 60. So answer of this question is going to be 60, and this is the approach we are going to take. And if you see, this question looks lengthy, but it's not. It's simple. It's easy. If you make the right equation, to get the answer of these kind of questions is never going to be difficult. These questions are single line questions. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. Okay. Now it says that Ramesh and Gautam are among 22 students who write an exam. Okay. So there are 22 students. So what I'm going to take? I am going to say there are 20 students. Then there is a guy called Ramesh. Then there is a guy called Gautam. So how many people? We have 22 people. A score of Ramesh is 82.5. Okay. And question is talking about what is the score of Gautam. So let's say total score of Gautam is G, and total score of these 20 people is T. Okay. The average score of 21 students other than Gautam is 62. Okay. So if I remove Gautam, so what is the total score? That is T plus 82.5 upon 21, and that is equal to 62. So from here I can say that t plus 82.5, and that is equal to 62 into 21. Okay, whether we are going to solve this right now, I don't know. I'm not going to do it. I'll do it later on if needed. Okay, the average score of all 22 students. Okay, so what is the average score of all 22 students? That is this 82.5 plus G. So that is the total score. Divide by what? Total number of students is 22, and that is equal to uh, uh, the average score of all 22 students is one more than the average score of 21 students other than Ramesh. Okay. So what is the total score of 21 students? That is T plus G if I leave Ramesh upon 21. So, and the average score of all 22 students is one more than, means plus one. So this is what we got. Okay. Now what we are going to do? So the first thing I'm going to do is t plus 82.5 is directly this. So that is 62 into 21 plus g upon 22, and that is equal to t plus g upon 21 plus 21 upon 21. Okay, now this has become a tricky problem. Okay, so let's just multiply and see what we are going to get. So we are going to get from here, let's say, so multiply this. So 62 into 21 into 21 into g, g is, sorry, plus 21g, 21g is equal to 22t. Okay, so that is going to be 22. T is what? 62 into 21 minus 82.5. Okay, plus g plus 21. Okay, so this is what we 21 into 22. Okay, so this is what we got so far. Okay, now my job is to sorry, it is not going to be g, it is going to be 22g. Okay, now this has become a problematic question. So what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to solve it, take this to this side. So I'm going to get g, and g is what? That is 22 into 62 into 21 minus 82.5 into 22 plus 21 into 22 minus 62 into 21 into 21. Okay, so now this has become a little trickier. So this is common. 22 minus 21 is 1. So this total value comes out to be 62 into 21. Okay, minus take 22 common, so I'm going to get 82.5 minus 21. So 82.5 minus 21 is going to be 61.5 into 21 into 22. Okay, so eventually this is the answer that is I'm going to get. Okay, so now calculation is definitely there. So what I'm going to do, that is going to be 62 into 21. So it is going to be what? 62 into 21 is going to be 21 twos are 20, 42. Then 126. 126 is 1302 minus. So this I am going to do 61, that is 123 into 11. So 11 threes are 3, then it is going to be 5, then it is going to be ones are 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I think there is a mistake I have made somewhere. I'm getting a little wrong answer. So 21 into this 2 is 42. 21 into 6 is 1302. So, and this value comes out to be what? I think I have made a mistake somewhere. That is 1353. Okay, so I think I made mistake somewhere else. So it is 62 into 61. minus 82.5, and that is equal to 21 times this, that is 22g, and this is going to be plus 21 into 22. Okay, it is 62 into 21 into 21. Okay, so it is going to be uh, the score of Gotham. I am getting minus 51. So basically, I think I have made a mistake. Oh, yes, I have made a mistake because this value comes out to be. Uh, I need to take all these value to this side. So this go to this side. So this is going to be minus, this is going to be plus, this is going to be plus, this is going to be minus. So this, so my answer is going to be plus minus, so value comes out to be this, that is going to be 51. So answer of this question is going to be option A, that is going to be 51. So I think I made a little mistake in calculation on the left, right? So again, I think I have taken a longer approach to solve this question, but in the exam, if you are going to solve this question, first you are going to get this equation, then you are going to get this equation. These things are fairly easy. Then I have solved it manually, but when you are solving this question in the exam, don't do it manually. Use calculator so that your calculation becomes very easy. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. What does it say? It says that A, B, C are three positive integers such that sum of A and mean of B and C is 5. Okay. So sum of A and mean of B and C. So mean of B and C is B plus C divided by 2, and that is equal to 5. So from here I am going to get 2A plus B plus C, and that is equal to 10. Okay. Now it also says sum of B and mean of A and C, and that is equal to 7. So just take LCM, cross multiply. So I'm going to get 2B plus A plus C, and that is equal to what? 14. Okay. So I am going to get 2A plus B plus C is equal to 10, and 2B plus A plus C, and that is equal to 14. So I am going to get A plus 2B plus C, and that's equal to 14. Okay. Now the question is talking about what is the sum of A and B. Okay. So what, and all three of them are positive integers. So what is a possibility we can look for? Okay. Now let's try to do something, then we are going to get something. So let's say it is add both of them. So I'm going to get 3A plus 3B plus 2C, and that's equal to 24. Okay. So 3 times A plus B plus 2C, and that's equal to 24. This is what we have. Okay. Now I'm going to use logic. And what logic? We have 2C. 2C is an even number. This is also even. So 3 times A plus B should also be even. It means A plus B should be even. This is what we have. So if A plus B should be even, it means this and this are not possible values. Now, what are the possible values? That is, A plus B can either be 4 or A plus B can be 6. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take, let's say A plus B is 6. So from here, I am going to get A plus B is equal to 6. So I am going to say A plus B plus C, and that's equal to 10. And this is 6. So that gives me A plus C equal to 4. Okay. Now A plus C, and that is equal to 4. So 2B is equal to 14. So B comes out to be 5. Okay. So A comes out to be what? 1. Okay. So 1 plus, so A comes out to be 1. So C comes out to be 3. Okay. Now let's check. So A is 1. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 divided by 2, 4. This comes out to be 5. Okay. B is 5. All values satisfies. So it means option A. Now let's try with 4. So A plus B is 4. So it means A plus C is going to be 6. Okay. So if A plus B is 6, it means B comes out to be 4. Just using this equation, same thing. So this is A plus C is 6. So 2B comes out to be uh, 8, so B comes out to be 4. Okay. Now, if B is 4 and A, then A is going to be 0 because I have assumed A plus B is equal to 4. Now A can't be 0 because question says that ABC are 3 positive integers, so it means D cannot be the answer. So in that case, my answer of this question is going to be option A. Apart from that, there is no other value that's possible. Okay, so basically in these kind of questions, it's always wise to use options. By logic, you can eliminate few options and then work accordingly. Now let's move on to the next one. What does it say? It says a batsman played n plus 2 innings and got out on all the occasions. Okay, his average score in uh, n plus 2 innings was 29 runs. So he is playing n plus 2 innings and the average in n plus 2 innings is 29. Okay, and he scored 38 and 15 in last 2 innings. Okay, so he is playing n innings, then 38, then 15. In n innings, uh, the batsman scored less than 38 in the first of. Okay, in these n innings, his average score was 30. Okay. So here in n innings, average is 30. Okay. So what is the total score? That is 29 times n plus 2. What is the total score? That is 30n plus 38 plus 15, and that is equal to this. So I am going to get what? 29n plus 58, and that's equal to 30n plus 53. So from here, I am going to get n equal to 5, and that's what we have. Okay. Now for the first 5 innings, his average score is 30, so sum is 150. Now what question is saying? The batsman scored less than 38 runs in first of the n innings. In these n innings, his average score was 30. We have already considered it. And the lowest score was x runs. Okay, the smallest possible value of x. So it means we are talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 innings. In one of the innings, he scored least. So and I need to minimize this. So if I need to minimize this, it means I have to maximize all other values. So what is the maximum score he can make in all 4 innings? That is 37, because he scored a 38 less than 38 runs in each of the innings. So 37 plus 37 plus 37 plus 37. So it is going to be 74 plus 74. That is going to be 148. So 148 plus x, that is equal to 150. So smallest value of x is going to be 2. And that's how we are going to get the answer of this particular question. Okay. So now let's move on to the next one. What does it say? Okay. So the onion is sold in 5 consecutive months at a rate of 10, 20, 25, 25, and 50 per kg respectively. A family spend a fixed amount on onion for each of the first 3 months. Okay, and then spend half the amount on onion for next 2 months. The average expense on onion is what? Okay, so for these 5 months, so 10, 20, 25, 25, and 100, I am assuming that the family is spending 200 rupees every month for first 3 months. So 200, 200, 200 first 3 months, and in next 2 months the family is spending 100, 100. Okay, just assuming any number that is a multiple of 10, 20, 25, 25, and 50. So you can assume any number. I have assumed 200 and 100. You can assume 150. You can also assume 400, 200. Anything is fine. Okay, so basically what it is saying, the rate is 10 rupees per kg for the first month. So how many kgs? 20 kgs. The rate is 20 rupees per kg. So how many kgs? 10 kgs. The rate is 25. So 8 kgs. The rate is 25. So 4 kgs. The rate is 50. So 2 kgs. So how much money the family has spent overall? 800. How many kgs it has bought? So 20 plus 10, 30, 30 plus 1040 and 44. Okay, so this comes out to be 400 divided by 11. So average price is going to be total amount is spent upon total number of kgs bought. So that is going to be 11. Sorry, it is going to be 200 upon 11. I'm sorry. So it is going to be what? It is going to be close to 18 point something, right? And question is talking about what is the closest value. So answer of this question is going to be option D. That is close to 18 rupees per kg, and that's going to be the answer of this question. Now let's move on to the next one. What does it says? In a football tournament, a player played a certain number of matches, okay, and 10 more matches are to be played. If he scores a total of one goal in the next 10 matches, his overall average will be 0.15. Okay. So he has already played n matches. What is the total number of goals he has done? I don't know. In the next 10 matches, if he does one goal, his total average for n plus 10 is going to be 0.15. If instead of one, if in 10 matches he does two goals, his average for n plus 10 matches is going to be 0.2. So what is the, let's say here the total number of goals he has done is 2. So what is the increase in number of goals? 1. And number of goals increased by 1. And what is the average that has, what is the change in average? That is 0.05. Okay, so basically increase of 1 is giving the change in average as 0.05. Then what is the number of matches we are talking about? That is 1 upon 0.05, and that's equal to 20 matches. And 20 matches means n plus 10 is 20. So what is the currently total number of matches played? That is going to be 10. So answer of this question is going to be 10. So in case anyone who didn't understand anything or who has any doubt can definitely ask in between. You can just drop a message in the chat box. I would be happy to take your query. Now let's move on to the next one. Okay. What does it says? In a tournament, a team has played 40 matches so far and won 30% of them. Okay. If they win 40% of the remaining matches, their overall win percent is going to be 50%. Suppose they win 90% of the matches. What is the total number of matches won by the team in the tournament? Okay. So the team has played 40 matches and it has won 30%, means it has won 12 matches. It has lost 28 matches. Okay. So this is win, this is lose. Okay. If out of n matches, it is still playing n matches, and out of n, it wins 60%, means 0.6 n matches. Then its win percent has become 50%. Okay. So total number of matches won are 12 plus 0.6 n. Total number of accuracy is 50%. So that is going to be 50% of total number of matches. That is 40%. So from here, I am going to get 12 plus 0.6n, and that is equal to 20 plus 0.5n. So from here, I am going to get 0.1n. That's equal to 8. So n comes out to be 18. So it means after 40 matches, the team is playing 80 more matches. Now it says, suppose they win 90% of the remaining matches. It means suppose they win 90% of 80 matches, means 72 matches. Then what is their total number of wins in the tournament? That is going to be 12 plus 72 or 84. So answer of this question is going to be option B, that is 84. Now let's talk about this. Now your roadmap to QA success is we are going to do a lot of sessions on YouTube. The next session is going to happen on the 9th of April. We are going to do modern maths session 2 probability, and that session is going to be conducted by Mr. Naveen. And in case anyone has any doubt, you can just drop me a message in the comment box or chat box. I would be happy to take your queries. Thank you.